So, Neil Brownlee, you head up the business event side of Visit Scotland. As usual, I think you've got the whiskey out. Your stand is packed.
Yeah.
So, it looks like you're having a good show. But before we talk about that, you've got some crazy stuff coming up in Scotland over the next few months. Remind everybody what's happening.
Yeah, well, there's a lot going on. We have, this year is the Year of Natural Scotland. We've had a few themed years over the last few years. Year of Creative, Year of Active. But we know that most people come to Scotland because of the beauty and the landscapes. And this year, with the Year of Natural Scotland, we're celebrating all of the landscapes, the flora and fauna, the sustainable tourism, the great outdoors, really. And it's not just about the great outdoors in the countryside, it's also in the city centres. Cities like Edinburgh, Glasgow, Inverness, Perth. There's huge expanses of green. So
yeah, I mean, of course, I think it's important, isn't it, not to forget there's a lot happening outside of Edinburgh and Glasgow. And with respect to, the Natural Scotland initiative, what does that mean for business events?
It means that we've got quite a useful bolt-on to any company which has a big CSR responsibility. We can come up with incentive programs or social programs which can really tick that box for them in terms of getting outdoors and, frankly, keeping healthy as well. That's, I think, a big part of it too, is not having your delegates sitting around, digesting their meal. Let's get out into the hills. Let's get on the mountain bikes.
Yeah, and of course you've got some amazing well-being offerings, haven't you, in Scotland too?
So, amazing what?
Well-being offerings.
Well, yes, yeah. We've got some of the greatest spas in Europe, including at Glen Eagles and also further north. And really the whole package, whether it's socially or part of the reward package, the Year of Natural is a nice tie-in for that, we think.
And you've got also some, quite significant events happening. Talk us through those.
Well, 2014 is the big year when Scotland welcomes the world. First of all, we have the Commonwealth Games coming to Glasgow, which is second only to the Olympics as an international event. Then in September, we have the Ryder Cup coming to Glen Eagles, which is indisputably going to remind people that Scotland is the home of golf. That's massive. That's the third most watched sporting event on the planet in terms of TV viewing figures. So you can be sure we've been watching closely what happened at Celtic Manor, what happened at Medina last year in Chicago. And obviously we hope for a victory for the Europeans. We don't want to lose it here in Scotland. And then the next thing in 2014 is the Year of Homecoming. This is something we did first in 2009, and it's aimed at the diaspora around the world. There are 50 million people around the planet who have Scottish ancestry, and this is a chance for them to come home. And what we've done is say, it's not just the Scots who can come. Three people are welcome, three types of people. The 50 million people, they can all come. Anyone who knows any of the 50 million, they can come, and then everyone else. So it's any excuse you want, whatever nationality you are, come to Scotland in 2014.
That's brilliant, Neil. I know you. I'll be there.
Good.
That sounds
See you
fantastic. Talking about those big sporting events, of course, they're also massive corporate opportunities.
They are.
Yeah.
These big events, as we saw in London last year for the Olympics, it's the ultimate shop window of your country. It transformed what a lot of people thought of London last year, and what we know is that will people book conferences just because they see the Ryder Cup at Glen Eagles? Well, not immediately, but it's going to help us put Scotland forward as one of the places they should be considering.
Yeah, well, it's an exciting time, and good luck with it all. And Neil, thanks for talking to me.
You're welcome.